I just feel like a princess wifey. I just feel like life is so soft and feminine. Like, men do everything for me. My boyfriend gives me princess treatment all the time. This is completely transforming girls' lives and literally making them so feminine that men are just coming up to them, providing, and giving them $100 bill in the middle of the street.
So this woman, she created something called the Princess Treatment Formula Guide. She's sharing the secrets of femininity, telling you how to be feminine. And can you guess what the end goal is? What is the pinnacle of femininity? What is the ultimate proof of your womanhood? Can you get stuff from men? Observe.
Changing your mindset from being like, oh my gosh, why would people do that for me, to understanding how men actually work. They actually want to take care of you. They want to please you. And if you know how to ask them for things in a way where you are being feminine, and it literally like makes them feel more masculine, and it literally boosts their ego to make you happy and to be a good man and to make his girl proud, he will literally do anything for you.
Well, she's not wrong. Men do want to provide. It can be a point of pride for men. Like, yeah, my wife, I take care of her. I take care of everything. I'm such an amazing man that I have freed my wife of burdens. It's a flex. I've given my wife freedom. And a lot of men think that this is like the ultimate gift, to give freedom to your wife. But do you understand that freedom to you as a man means something completely different? Masculine freedom is defined by autonomy and purpose. When men are unburdened, they immediately start thinking, what can I do with this time? You give a man free time and he is neurologically wired to convert that time into projects. He'll launch a business, he'll master a skill, he'll learn a new hobby. He uses his time to achieve a goal. That's how men measure worth. And in this mindset, productivity is love. From the male point of view, when you give somebody freedom, what you're essentially saying is, I believe in your capacity to create. I trust you have the potential to build something amazing. And so it's awful. When a man provides freedom for his wife, he takes care of all of the logistical, the financial, all the emotional burdens. He gives her all this free time. He genuinely thinks that he's giving her this opportunity.
I was talking to one of my guy friends about what it means to him to be a provider, to provide for a woman. And he's a little older. He's in his late 30s. And of course, he wants to provide financially, but ultimately, it's not just that. He was like, I want to make her life easier. I literally want to take away her problems, her worries, so that I can say to her, what are your dreams? What are your passions? Now I'm giving you the ability to pursue your dreams and your passions because I'm covering you financially. I'm taking away your burdens and your problems so that you can do what you want to do with your life. Like,
this guy says that he wants to remove his partner's burdens so that she is free to follow her dreams. This man is sincere, he is genuine, and he is projecting. See, he envisions her taking this gift of freedom and using it in the same way that he would. Like, great, this is an amazing opportunity. I'm going to build something. But for many women, their dreams are not about output, like building something, accomplishing something, achieving something. No, her dreams are rest and safety and the absence of pressure. You see, the feminine does not respond to freedom with ambition. You give a woman freedom and what you see is a softening. She might say, I can't deal with all this pressure. I don't want these problems, these burdens. Please free me from them. But you understand, she's not asking for runway so that you've cleared all the obstacles out of the way so she can take off. She's just asking for relief. Feminine freedom just means closing all the tabs in her mind so that she can exist, so that she can just be. You give a woman freedom, and many times it's not going to be filled up with productivity. It's going to be like emotional wellness and connection with others and self-care. From a man looking on, it looks like she's doing nothing. And from a certain angle, yeah, that's it. But that's what she wanted. That was her dream. She didn't want to launch a new business. She wanted to focus on skincare and journaling and just being her amazing self. Men, you've got to stop making the mistake of projecting your masculinity inside women. I'm telling you, they think differently. And if you don't believe me, I've got some really interesting data I'm going to show you. In this video, I really want to get this message across that women think differently. You give a man freedom, you get one thing. You give that same freedom to a woman, it's going to look completely different. You need to know that. Otherwise, you could spend your life trying to give a woman a gift that she doesn't even want. And that's going to be a huge waste of time, a big mistake. But before I explain all of that, let's talk about another mistake that lots of men are making: not upgrading their belts. Most guys have a bunch of belts that use the same old stretched out hole system where the belt is either too tight or too loose. And they are totally unaware that there is a company that has completely re-engineered the way that belts work. I'm talking about the sponsor of today's video, Anson Belt and Buckle. Their incredible micro-adjustable track system works on quarter-inch increments. That means you get the perfect fit every single time. Trust me, once you use these belts, you're never going to go back to the old ones. Putting these belts on is a very tactile experience. It's so satisfying listening to it click and then you get that perfect fit. But what's also great about Anson is the versatility. Their buckles and straps are interchangeable, so you can mix and match them to customize your outfits. So good. They've been family owned since 2009 and they have over 40,000 5-star reviews. On top of that, every belt comes with a lifetime functionality guarantee. And because Anson Belt and Buckle are sponsoring this video, when you click on the link below or scan the QR code to build your box set, they're going to throw in 2 bonus pieces, an extra buckle and an extra strap, completely free. That is 9 belt combinations in one box. You get that deal exclusively through my link. So click the link, build your set and upgrade your belt game today. Okay, back to the video and my claim that if you give women free time, they're not going to use it in the same productive manner that men do. Men upskill, they build businesses, but women are more interested in resting and self-care. That's a big claim. You better have some data to back it up. I'm glad you asked. Let's have a look at the huge gap between male and female entrepreneurs. You can't claim this is discrimination, like the company is a boys' club and they're only promoting men. We're talking about entrepreneurship, being your own boss, and male entrepreneurs as a percentage of the population are vastly outperforming women. And look at these entrepreneur statistics from the United States. It's not good. It says 16% of firms in 2007 were women owned, and yet they only accounted for 3.5% of total sales. These are not successful startups. And look at this figure, businesses with $1 million plus in revenue. Female owned businesses 1.8%, male owned businesses 6.3%. That's 3 times the rate. It's a pretty interesting set of statistics. If you want, pause the video and have a look. But the data is consistent across the United States and the EU. Women are less likely to pursue entrepreneurship or other legacy-driven ventures. You give a man discretionary time and he's going to start a little side hustle. But for many women, their discretionary time is going to be taken up with social media, connection with friends, things like that. It's not even like hobbies, right? Like you think, oh, you give a woman free time, she'll just engage with hobbies. Often no, because hobbies still require building things, creating opportunities, learning new skills. That's not necessarily what women want to do. They're burned out by their regular life. They just want to relax.
All these guys, they do so much. Like, I'm swiping left on people because I'm like, whoa, I'm way too boring for you, buddy. Like, they're like, literally like, yeah, I like to snowboard, ski, build, woodwork. I like to like build things in the woods, like cabins. Also, I'm like really into guitar. I'm in a band. I have traveled several times, been to 27 countries. I also like surf and I work a 9 to 5, that's it. And I'm like exhausted when I go home. And like, if I see my friends on a Saturday or something, like that's a day. I'm like, wow, I'm so glad I got to see my friend. I am wiped. So how do you do it?
I'm telling you, women are different. You might want to use your freedom to be productive. She wants her freedom to be restorative. Have a look at this flowchart and you'll see that for the masculine, each stage moves towards something external, something that is going to have a visible impact, something that can be measured. But that's not the same for the feminine. Every stage moves inward towards replenishment and harmony. She just wants her life to be beautiful and restful.
I have water in a wine glass, and here I am in a robe, enjoying my time making dinner. I'm listening to music, making pasta. I'm so excited. And regardless, every day is gonna be a great day. Every day is gonna be a great day, because I deserve that.
You see, she wants to pour dinner into a wine glass. She wants to get into her robe. She doesn't want to use her free time to build something. She's just trying to live beautifully. And in the feminine psyche, that is success. This is difficult for men to understand because we are wired so differently. A peak moment of masculinity is achievement, but a peak moment of femininity is connection. As a man, your masculine value is tied to what you produce. But for women, their feminine value is tied to how much they are being cherished. Each gender is different in the way that they feel their worth. You, as a man, you ask yourself the question, did I provide? But a woman asks herself the question, was I provided for? I know that this is difficult for men to understand, but women can actually find meaning in being cared for, in being desired, in being protected, in being emotionally provided for. The most, comical, exaggerated version of this is like the sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship. The man is, giving her jewelry and expensive dinners or whatever. And he's like, man, I am so awesome. Look at all the things that I am able to provide. But the woman receiving the gifts, she doesn't feel deficient as a woman. Her ego is puffed up. She's like, oh my God, look how amazing I'm doing. Look how much stuff he's giving me. Like in front of our eyes, we are seeing the collapse of the girl boss archetype. The women, they don't want to do it. It was set up in opposition of their femininity. They tried to hype themselves up and really go after it. But what you're seeing now is the return of the soft girl era. She just wants to live softly and be all feminine and cute and have all of her needs taken care of. She doesn't want to deal with problems. But this can create arguments inside relationships because men don't understand how their gift of freedom is going to be used by a woman. And they need to get that clear in their mind before they know if that's what they actually want to do. Because if you are working your butt off, because you want that flex as a man to say, yep, I'm doing so well that my partner doesn't even have to work. I know she hated her job. She hated answering to a boss. So I'm just going to provide her with the soft cushion of a financial bedrock. And then she can use that as an opportunity to do whatever she wants. She can create any kind of business that she likes. Mate, you might be in for a severe disappointment. That might not be what she wants to do. It's probably not. When you think of all of the technology that humanity has created in the last 100 years, all the labor-saving devices in the kitchen, in the laundry, with like washing and cooking and cleaning and all of that stuff, you might imagine that this came from a huge clamoring from women like, yes, free us from this drudgery. We want more free time so we can pursue what we really want. Maybe sometimes that was the case. Or maybe it was a bunch of men seeing their wives and their partners thinking, God, look at all the problems and responsibilities and burdens that they have to deal with to keep the house going. I would hate that as a man. So I'm going to invent vacuum cleaners and washing machines and dishwashers and all of this stuff to make their job easier so that they have free time. And they were excited to see what is a woman unleashed going to look like when suddenly her chores take half the time that they used to. How is she going to fill the rest of her week? I can't wait to find out. Oh, it's such a disaster. I'm not sure it maybe occurred to those men that maybe women didn't mind the comfort of their routine, the familiarity of it. They're not trying to just check off things from their to-do list and get through it as efficiently as possible. Maybe they like the rhythm and the routine. I'm not suggesting women want to give up vacuum cleaners or dishwashers or whatever. Absolutely not. I'm just saying you've got to talk to your partners. You got to enter into the female mind to find out what it is that she wants, because a dynamic I've seen in couples a lot is that the men, they work themselves to death trying to give her this freedom, and then when she gets it, she's unproductive with it, and then he's angry at her and she feels ashamed. He's like, I want you to be grateful. And she says, I am grateful. What are you talking about? But in his mind, he was expecting that gratitude to be expressed by her doing something productive. But what he doesn't understand is that women, they don't want to be loved for what they do or what they achieve. That's not the way femininity is wired. What she really craves is being valued and seen and loved just for being herself. That's kind of the ultimate flex. Like, I do nothing, I just be, and yet look at how amazing I must be in my femininity that all these gifts just come to me. It's like the woman with her princess treatment guide. She's like, once... It's such a hard video to get through. Once you're really in your feminine energy, men will just come up to you on the street and give you $100. It sounds ridiculous to the male mind, but that's the dream. That's what so many women want. I want to spend the rest of the video expanding on this idea about like the labor saving devices and how there's often a mismatch between the way that men show love and the way that women receive love, in that men want to like solve her problems, fix her issues, and they think that they're doing like her a huge favor, but she's like ungrateful because that's not actually what she wants. Okay, but then what does she want? If this is an argument that you've had in the past or you're having with your current, girlfriend or wife, then you're going to enjoy the rest of this video. Maybe this main YouTube video, it got a little bit silly, but this is like a serious topic and I have lots of wisdom to share on this because it's actually not that difficult to navigate this stuff once you understand a few key differences between men and women. So if this is actually causing you genuine suffering in your relationship, then please do yourself a favor, sign up to my Patreon, watch the full length version of the video. If you like my content and you watch videos to the end, which it seems like you are, I guarantee you're going to love the Patreon content. It gets into a lot more depth. Give it a try, come sign up.